Hello, I'm Cameron Word, the MC of Global Talk to Me. It's time to learn about Atomy's charm and vision that has captivated the world over. We're going to be talking to some global entrepreneurs about their experiences, so let's introduce all of our entrepreneurs right now. Hello, welcome.
Hi.
Since this is our first time meeting, please introduce yourselves.
Mabuhay! Hello everyone, I'm Sharon Rose Master Lizeles Valye. I started doing Atomy business while teaching English to Korean children. And now my family in the Philippines are also part of Atomy business, and we are changing our lives into a greater way.
That's amazing.
Oh,
Nice to meet you.
Hola, me llamo Ludi. My name is Ludi. Hi, I'm Diamond Master, and I've been doing Atomy since last year. I was born in Korea and grew up in the Dominican Republic. Went to college in the United States, and I had an opportunity to come to Korea, and that's when I encountered Atomy, and so I've been doing since then.
Great. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. And down here?
皆さんこんにちは。
Oh, hello.
Hello， 我爱的기대嬉しいです。我是营销经理陈瑞贤，토종 한국인이고요. In the past, I worked for a trading company. Since I was young, it has been my dream to work while traveling abroad. Now I'm making my dream in Atomy.
Wow, great. Welcome.
Здравствуйте, меня зовут Юлия. Hello, so glad to see you today. My name is Yulia and I'm from Russia. Mainly I'm working like yoga instructor, but also I'm running Atomy business as a side job. Yes.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you all for coming. We have a very international representation here from all over the globe, which is great because that shows how international Atomy has become. Well, let's look at the first topic for today.
That COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
We've all been dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic that has been affecting the world over for the past 3 years. But thankfully, that seems to all be coming to an end now.
Yeah.
But it has left a lot of changes in our daily life, hasn't it? What are some changes that you personally have experienced? Soyeon, would you like to start?
Yes, for sure. Because we have quite a safe country. Korea has always had an amazing nightlife culture. But after restriction imposed, I had to stop my activities by 9 p.m.
But I think Korea has a better situation compared to the Philippines because I was in the Philippines at that time and there was a lockdown.
Oh, 100%
Yeah, 100% lockdown. We cannot go out. We cannot go out and we only can buy all the things that we need through delivery service. And at that time, only motorcycle can deliver. But I was able to go through because of the delivery service.
Oh, right. There was a lot of things in Korea, for example, wearing masks. At the time, you were living in the US, I believe. How was the mask situation there?
Well, I was here already, but I was never a masker, so when I came here, they had the mask restriction, but the structure and everything that Korea inputted for that time, I was blown away too. 'Cause
Right.
It's so organized, even though it was chaos, but it was very interesting.
Right. As an American myself, there was quite a bit of a difference in how the situation was dealt with. How was it for you, Soyeon, as a Korean living here in Korea?
After a while, there were even some friends of mine who said that wearing masks made things more comfortable.
Right, you didn't have to see your face and you could go out very freely. Yeah.
Even they joke that they could skip putting on foundation and only had to do their makeup from their nose up like this.
Yeah, that's right. There was even a new word that was made here in Korea, the magikun, the mask scammer, right?
Yeah.
Because when you're wearing a mask,
You're so beautiful.
you're so beautiful. So I
can
know,
hide.
so yeah, you can hide. So if you had to get out, if you had to be on public transportation, so I'm sure some people might be a little sad that masks are no longer mandatory
Yeah,
and they're
maybe.
taking off their masks. But these are maybe some small adaptations we've made for our daily lives. Depending on people's situations, there have been maybe some more economic troubles that people have had. What are some personal experiences or experiences you've heard about?
Well, the time I was worked as a yoga instructor, and actually I couldn't do my classes when the situation got so worse, and the numbers of yoga members just decreased under like a 40%. So that's why
40.
I just 40. I was so shocked. And as you know, Atomy Business also worked on by meeting people, and I thought, oh my God, maybe I lost everything. You know, it was hard time.
Right, I can imagine. Like,
Yes.
that would be a very anxious time to deal with that. Has anybody else had any problems with Atomy or other business
Actually, I met Atomy during the pandemic.
during the pandemic?
Yes, I came to Korea and I was looking for a job, but there was a lockdown and I couldn't get any job. And then my cousin was already in this business, so I started with her to do Atomy.
Wow, that's amazing. Even though it was a very difficult time, but you found a good opportunity in the middle of it. That's great.
As Atomy is a global company, and you know that time people weren't available to go abroad, right?
Right.
It was really hard time, and even the sky was
Closed.
locked.
No airplanes, no flights,
no airplanes.
nothing at all.
Yeah, but I was so surprised. Atomy overseas branches just like opened and opened again continuously, and I was, oh my God, is it true? And but the surprisingly amazing stuff was that the sales just increased so high, and I was really, really shocked. I think that time my faith in Atomy just grows so much. Yes, and I think the system of Atomy Business is really good. I was so surprised.
Yeah, that says a lot about Atomy's success and how good of a business they are, that even during this very hard time where a lot of international businesses were having trouble, Atomy grew quite a bit. Looking at the data, global sales of 1.5 trillion won in 2019 actually increased to 2.25 trillion in 2022. Isn't that's tremendous growth. You know, even without a pandemic, that would be great news, right?
That's right.
And also the number of overseas subsidiaries increased from 13 to 25. So it's almost double the amount of subsidiaries in that time. And amazingly, they achieved all this during the crisis. So what do you think was their secret?
One thing I like about Atomy, they really teach you about what's going on, about this, era that is moving toward,
Your
all
that transparency
and computerized and all that. And, if I'm not in this kind of field, I will not know unless I really seek it. But it's kind of surprisingly and kind of nice that Atomy provides all that. So I'm kind of blown away with the company setup and all that.
That,
Indeed.
Right. That adoption of technology definitely helps with, I think, what you were talking about earlier, delivery systems, being able to order online and being able to get people to deliver. Have you had any experiences either in the Philippines or here in Korea with your business?
So as I've told you a while ago that I was locked down in the Philippines, right? I cannot go out. But I have Zoom meetings, 1 to 2 hours, and then 5 meetings in a day. And because of that, I was able to communicate properly with my global partners. And because of that, I have gained partners in different countries like Colombia and Australia. And yeah. So, and in other countries as well. And with that, I was able to enter the Young Leaders Club in 2020.
Congratulations. That's amazing.
So big work.
Huge achievement.
That's amazing.
I think one of the reasons that Atomy is so popular is just the quality of its products. I have an Atomy toothbrush and I use it every day. And I love that thing so much. I started using it and I don't think I can use another toothbrush. that will be my toothbrush. I mean, I will buy new Atomy toothbrushes.
That's the side
Yeah.
effect of Atomy.
Yes.
It's like addicting. So if you try one and then you continue to buy everything in Atomy.
Because the quality is really good. Yeah.
I like the toothbrush because they use the plastic that is made for the baby bottles. So they use really good quality. It doesn't mold. You know, it's very important.
Oh, really?
And also the brush has the gold and it doesn't catch bacteria for a whole month.
Yeah.
So when I heard about that, I was like, oh, I'm ditching other toothbrush, you know?
Right.
Because you're putting in your mouth.
Oh, it's so
You know?
like it gets wet and it gets that weird
it's a
white
fluid.
fluid.
Yes. But
It's always
quality.
clean.
I think everybody who encounter a product, they just love it, you know?
Right, yeah. I think it's great that Atomy products, it's so easy to show them how well some of them works, the quality that they have, right? That you don't have to feel bad about showing them to your friends and family. Have you experienced this as well?
But Russians, they're really crazy about makeup because of the Korean beauty wave around the world and also in Russia. When I start to introduce Atomy products to them, they show a really interest in it. For example, mascara, like Atomy mascara, is so good. It doesn't smudge at first, and even if you wash it with just the water, it just erases so well. Yeah, we girls know about it. You know?
That's not something I really know.
Yes. So it's just like a simple example, you know. So that's why they buy Atomy products.
That's amazing.
In the Philippines, not so well with beauty products, but they love the hemohim. I think they are more health conscious rather than beauty conscious. Since each country has different economic power, the absolute quality and absolute price doesn't work everywhere. So as I've told you, I have members from business partners and consumers in the Philippines, Australia, Canada, USA, and in other countries. Wow. So in the case of Australia, I had 200,000 PV immediately as I started.
Wow.
But in the Philippines, I had only 2,000 PVs when I started. So in Australia, if they buy like one hemohim and a box of coffee, there is no burden regarding on their budget. So while in the Philippines, they need to divide. It feels expensive in the Philippines. So they buy it by dividing it like 10 pieces of hemohim and 10 sachets of coffee in a week, something like that.
Not just whole box.
Yeah, but they admit the quality of the products is really good. So the sales also is steadily increasing.
So
good.
Actually, I totally understand what you mean. I have many partners in Mongolia, and the cost of living there is relatively high compared to wages. For example, you guys know Absolute Skincare line.
Yes.
And then that Absolute Skincare set costs 660,000 in Mongolia, but the average salary is around 800,000 Turks.
That's almost all of it. Yeah.
So because of the cost of living is high compared to their wages, people really have to think twice before buying things.
That's right.
That's very true. But I think something we're all dealing with is inflation.
Yes.
Things being more expensive. So even if the quality of product is good, I'm wondering how easy is it for people to buy these products?
I think the key part of Atomy business is it brings profit to all the users, right?
Right.
Yeah, so in Korea, you can get like about 60,000 won. It might be a very small amount of money here in Korea, but in the Philippines, it's a good money. You can get from consumption, from the consumption of the products, right?
Yes.
So I think that's the vision of this global big business here in Atomy.
But is it possible to do a global business if you don't have a lot of connections with the foreign country, you don't really know the foreign language?
Of course.
Really?
Because the products speaks itself, and this is a connection business. With the good product, you keep connecting people to people.
Yes.
You're gonna find a new country, and then you can start business there.
Do you speak Mongolian?
Genghis Khan.
Just that.
All right. But you've been successful working in Mongolia, even without knowing the Mongolian language.
Yeah. I think the key is courage.
Yeah, that's very true. Sometimes you don't need language, you need courage.
Yeah.
And honestly, Atomy products kind of speak for themselves.
Yes.
So even if you can't speak the language, if you can get them to try the products out, I think they will understand. So if we are able to use the system to its fullest, we can really make our overseas business, even if we don't have the best of foreign language skills.
As I'm a yoga instructor, I always just uploading my videos on YouTube channel and also posting some clips. So, and you know, it's just increase interest of people around the world. Yeah, they just messaging me, they left the comments, hey, how you can be so fit with 2 kids? Or what do you eat?
Kids?
Yes.
Wow.
Even if you never have been in some countries, you always can connect with them.
Yes.
And make a new teams, new family, you know, it's really good.
So-
Yeah, I use Facebook and I always do the unboxing live in
Oh.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Unboxing
You know, I've
live.
done some unboxing myself. Yeah, are you trying to take my job?
But I'm doing it like in English and also in Tagalog, our language. And then, just tell them about the benefits of this product. And then a lot of foreigners also from other countries contacted me and they became my featured partners.
Yeah. That is I guess the power of technology nowadays.
Yeah.
Well, while listening to all 4 of your experiences, I really was able to feel the potential, the global potential that Atomy has. So what do you think is the charm, is the appeal, is the attraction of Atomy?
The Atomy product and system has ultimately created more than 100 consumers and business partners for me. Among them is a student who studied in China, and I was introduced to Chinese market through them. That's the real strength of Atomy Global, I think. I will go to China and create even more partners. So I'm leaving for China tomorrow.
Yay! On an airplane to China tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Please bring us back some souvenirs.
Okay.
What about you, Ludi?
The vision that I got when I started this business was the global, because I love going around the world, meeting new people, new cultures. So that was like the biggest charm. But when I got it plugged into this business, the charming was the learning, the system. You know, the company owns all the system, which is beautiful. I don't have to create, I just have to follow.
Right.
Just being in this, I met so many great people. So I feel very blessed. Not just normal people, but people who have dreams and goals, and it's just fascinating.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think no matter what kind of difficulties there are, I think Atomy always will growing up and just advance itself. So, and for me and for myself this year, I'm going to challenge myself, just open myself for more global business this year. Yeah.
So I haven't been to any other countries except Korea and the Philippines, of course. But because Atomy, I need to meet my global partners, right? So I have been to Australia. How many? I think a lot of times.
Yeah.
And then I also went to Malaysia and also to Macau and also to Vietnam. So it's like living my dream as well because I love to travel. And it's like having business while traveling. And I hope a lot of people also change their life through Atomy.
Yeah. I think that
Good.
Atomian family is just growing and growing in any
Yes.
country you go to. Beyond Made in Korea, Global Atomy not only made in Korea anymore, but also captivating the world with Made in Atomy. Well, I have heard lots of wonderful stories of all of your Atomy business, both here in Korea and overseas. And I'm very excited to know what awaits you, what success awaits you in the future. So I hope you become the owner of Global Atomy and spread your wings around the world. This was Global Talk to Me. See you next time.
Next time.